differently or better or differently?
I'm going to call it 70 degrees. They say skies are fair. You know what I say? Skies are somewhere between clear and cloudy. That's what I say.
Nathan, have you taken advantage of the history? I guess I call it the History Channel. Is that what it is? The documentaries on YouTube about JFK?
No.
I wish you would. They're so good. They put a new one on. The first year, the dangerous first year of his presidency. Watched it last night.
So it's
amazing.
It's its own standalone documentary.
Yeah. So it's a series, is what it is. See, a series.
Okay.
It's part of a series. It's the one narrated by Peter Coyote.
Okay.
Peter Coyote, Nathan.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Is he still alive? Didn't he die a few years ago?
Maybe. Hey, if you took advantage of employee pricing, you don't actually have to show up for work at Barbara Dyson Ford. For everyone else, here's the good news for you. The Ford Motor Company's rolled out some of the biggest rebates of the year, paired with low interest rates. So high rebates, low interest equals summer savings at Barbara Dyson Ford in Elk City. Online, barbadysonford.net.
I want to know, Nathan, how our own JC got to sing and perform with Willie Nelson and John Stamos.
How about that? And why was... Landry, do you agree with my question? The real question. Yeah, look. Jordan Kane, a guy from Western Oklahoma, getting to pick and grin with Willie Nelson is a big deal. But here's my question, though, Landry. He is a musician, so I could see where you wind up in the same circles.
So is John Stamos.
Okay, but John Stamos is an actor/drummer, and he wasn't drumming.
He played with the Beach Boys.
I know, but
he became our generation's Glenn Campbell.
He wasn't. He wasn't playing what he played.
He was Jesse and the Rippers.
What was he doing there?
That was so bizarre. What was the occasion? Where were they?
I don't know.
Wasn't Caroline Grace there? Didn't she get to perform with him also? Maybe. Yeah. How do you get to play? I know Jordan is a musician, but getting to be on stage with Willie Nelson? I mean, how does that happen?
I don't know.
And then John Stamos is there.
Why was Stamos there?
I don't know what's more interesting.
I mean, he was Uncle Jesse from Full House.
Was he the real Uncle Jesse? Boy, one of these days we need to hash out the battle of the Uncle Jessies. Because the Dukes of Hazzard had an Uncle Jesse. What really freaks me out is when I see airplanes taking off and then the ones that go straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that just imminent death waiting to happen?
Well, the astronauts do it.
I know. That's why you don't see me climbing aboard a rocket and going straight up.
That's why you never wanted to be an astronaut? The heights?
Nathan, just watching airplanes taking off and banking, and it makes me want to fall down and vomit and crawl under a table.
Look, Landry, I appreciate your thoughts, and we'll get back to that in just a moment. But we've got jobs available on page 3 of the Penny News. If you need employment, make an appointment.
An appointment?
Make an appointment to get employment on page 3 of the Penny News. If not, now when? Hayday Wednesday. That's on page 4. Hayday Wednesday. Do you need to buy or sell hay? The Today in Ag show is your home. Wednesdays. Wednesday, Landry. Wednesday. Tomorrow, Hayday Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Brought to you by Great Plains Bank.
Nathan, I don't know much, but I do know this. If you put something on Facebook, especially if you're a public entity, people will love it and hate it.
That's right.
They will love it and hate it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of love and hate going on. That's a song, by the way, Love and Hate. Michael Kiwanuka.
What?
Michael Kiwanuka, Love and Hate. It's part of the Suits soundtrack.
Was he a member of Sukiyaki? Well, that was the name of the song, not a group.
There's all kinds of love and hate going on for this new. What's it called? Is it a park?
Oh, yeah, Love and Hate.
What's it called? A park?
It's an event park.
That's being built in downtown Elk City?
City of Elk City, between the Tag Agency and 3rd Street.
Mm-hmm.
Also known as just south, just across the street from the Parker Rilling Drig. Wait a minute. Did I say Parker Rilling Drig?
You sure did.
Parker Drilling
And you know
Rig.
what? I didn't even catch it when you said it.
What's weird is that you didn't and I did.
We're sitting at about 69 or 70 degrees. Your forecast coming up at the bottom. But it is a reminder, if you want to upset people, do something.
Yes.
And somebody will get upset. If you do nothing, it won't make anybody angry. But, of course, nothing gets done. If you do nothing, nothing gets done.
What floors me is that when the local city government decides to do something new, whatever it is, people get upset and they want to say, well, before you do that new thing, you need to fix that other deal. There's a problem over here. Even though the two are completely unrelated. See, the city of Elk City has decided to build a new event park on property that the city owns. There's a story about it on the city of Elk City's Facebook page. There is money for this dedicated from a tax that Elk City voters voted in 2019 to continue, called the CAPS program, 1 cent sales tax that voters approved continuing. This money can only be spent for these kinds of things. And so the city is going to build this thing because they think it's a good idea for the people who live here, for convenience and enjoyment, quality of life, and to attract people to town, because these are the kinds of things that people who are looking to move look for. Doctors and lawyers and business people. Does the city have medical facilities and schools and running water and paved roads and street lights and these kinds of quality of life things? And so there's money for it dedicated. And yet some people have decided to post their criticism of it because, the city needs to take care of fill in the blank. Before they do this, they need to fix other things. Well, the two are completely unrelated. I mean, it's fine to have an opinion and to even voice that opinion. I mean, it's your government. It's our government. We are the people. We are the government. They answer to us. It's our taxes that fund the government. And you can make that known. What I don't understand is when people are irate. Start using profanity and angry. Some people, Nathan, are just angry and want to take it out on, well, everybody. Whether it's the city government or the schools or the poor gal at Brahms who rings up you when you buy an ice cream cone. Some people are just quick to criticize and complain about everything. Like this show.
Chopper Dave wants to know, are they building the Main Street Canal next? What if they did?
Well, the CAPS program is Elk City's version of MAPS.
Right.
And you know what? MAPS has done quite a bit of good for Oklahoma City. Think of all the improvements. Downtown, Bricktown, the canal.
And I bet there were people who complained about it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it goes.
Yes.
And the beauty of social media is now anybody and everybody can complain publicly.
There will always be people who complain. There's a life lesson.
Kids,
there's the life lesson.
Yeah, it's true.
People will always complain.
225-9697. 225-9697. That is our text line. And if you want to complain about what we're saying, great. Have at it. If you want to agree, that's fine too. If you want us to talk about something in particular, let us know. 225-9697, 15 minutes after 70 degrees. We're going to hit about 89 this afternoon. It's weird. The temperature's dropping, but the humidity's rising, which everybody gets excited thinking it's going to rain. So on the one hand, it's cooler, but on the other hand, with the humidity, the feels like, maybe climbing up. And boy, can I sweat. Just walking. I can sweat a lot in this weather. Because of the humidity. I'm really good at sweating. A lot of people don't know that, but I wanted to tell them I'm very good at sweating. You know what else we're going to do this morning? Remember that game we played all those months ago called Through the Decades? That's what I called it. I think in segment number 2, we are going to play music from 4 different songs from the 1970s, 80s, 90s, and the first decade of the 2000s. And I will ask our listeners, give me the name of the song, give me the person who sang it, person or group, artist and song, artist and song. I call it Through the Decades because it's a song from the 70s, another song from the 80s, one from the 90s, and one from the 2000s. So that's 4 decades. And you know what? We're going to do it. And you know what? People will probably complain. And that's okay. 225-9697.
That is tremendous.
Now, remember what Teddy Roosevelt said about the man in the arena?
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
The people, the easiest thing in the world is to criticize what other people are doing. It is much more difficult to actually do something. And so it's very simple. Somebody does something and you say, I wouldn't do that. I did do it different. They're wrong. They're bad. That's bad. Anybody can do that. It takes no talent. Takes little thought, little effort to criticize what other people do.
I think if I ran a social media page for a public entity, I think I would, maybe any type of entity that reaches a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would disable comments. I think I would do that.
Let's talk. Landry, I'm looking at the text line, and here's what it says.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that speed walker that waves to everyone like he's at a parade. LOL, JK.
Speed walker.
That's me.
Everybody.
That's me.
Are you a waiver?
Absolutely. You know why? I'm happy, and I like to spread joy.
I try to wave.
Why not be happy?
I carry my walking dog beating stick in one hand, and I wave with the other.
See, here's the deal. I'm not afraid of people. I'm afraid of dogs, but I am not afraid of people. I think human beings should interact with one another.
Did I tell you about the near incident I had last week while walking?
I don't think.
There are two things I need to mention about walking.
I don't
One
think
is,
so.
when I was on my route near the Ellis's house, I was just lost in my own world and thought. And I look on my left, a big black dog appeared out of nowhere. And it could have eaten me in about 2 bites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm really fortunate it didn't attack me. It was a stray, and then I picked up my pace quickly and got out of there. And I looked behind me, and there was a pickup that I met that I think picked up the dog. Guy was missing his dog. I think I was really fortunate. I had my dog beating stick with me. You know, for those of you who are wondering why I'm talking about my dog beating stick, I walk. And last December before Christmas, a small dog bit me.
Mm-hmm.
On Lusk Street.
We all remember that.
Between Dalton and Linwood.
Yeah,
Linwood and Dalton.
And then you kicked the fire out of that dog.
I wish I had. And since then I've carried a stick because I don't want to get bit again. Was it last week or the week before? I'm walking home and I'm in my final third of my route, and I love the final third because, I'm getting close to home. A vehicle passes me slowly and the windows roll down, and I hear a voice say, "You need a ride?" It was Lynn Kinnemer. Lynn Kinnemer offered me a ride, and you know what? Of all the people in the world I would accept a ride from,
Yeah.
Lynn Kinnemer's one of them.
Why did she offer?
And I'll tell you why. I trust Lynn Kinnemer.
That's right.
If I got in a vehicle with Lynn Kinnemer, I am about 93% positive she would not abduct me. And so I think I would be comfortable getting into a vehicle with Lynn Kinnemer. I'm just almost 100% certain she would not abduct me.
Why did she offer you a ride? Was she being silly? Or?
No, I mean, if she's seen me walking. It was just, she was joking.
Oh, okay.
It was just a joke.
Now I would like
she knew I was walking on my route.
Yeah.
And she's seen me walking.
I would like you to explain the 7% of doubt, though, about her abducting you.
Well, listen, there is almost nothing in life is 100%. I am 100% sure that there is almost nothing 100% sure in life.
Landry, that dog that bit you, our listener said, that poor little Yorkie.
You know what? It was not a big dog. I grant that, but you know what? It had teeth.
It still bit you. Here's what I want to know, Landry. Here's what I want to know from our listeners. You listener, all right, both of you listening right now, to both of our listeners this morning, if you have a dog, whether it's in the house or in the backyard, and let's say it gets loose, and either a neighbor or a walker is out, and your dog approaches the neighbor or the walker menacingly, like barking and growling, and maybe even nips at the heels. If the neighbor or the walker defends himself or herself physically, and I mean, kicks your dog or hits it with a stick, would you be mad at the neighbor or the walker? You know what I think, Landry? I'm just cynical enough to think there are a lot of people who would be angry at the human.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's what I think. Now, that massive dog you're talking about, I think I know where it belongs, and I will tell you off air.
Man,
I mean, was it like
it was
this tall? Like a tall.
Yeah.
I think I know where that thing belongs.
Fortunately,
because I think I've seen that same dog.
Fortunately, it did not attack me. That could have been bad. That could have been an incident. I mean, I had my stick with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have given. I would have gotten, but I would have given.
Pepper spray, mace, works great for dogs. I carry one when I run. This is from a listener. After a couple of times, all you have to do is point it their way and they back off. I carry pepper spray with me. Landry carries a stick. I carry pepper spray. I'm telling you, I don't fear human beings. I fear dogs.
Yeah.
And our listener says, one of our two listeners, no, okay, we're up to 3. No, I wouldn't get mad. Dang dog shouldn't get out. Brilliant. I think there are a lot of dog owners who would get angry.
I have a dog, and it's an inside dog, but you have to let the dog out occasionally to, take care of business.
In the backyard,
In
right?
the backyard, always in the backyard.
The fenced-in backyard.
Once or twice in the last 8 years, the dog has gotten out. And my dog is the kind of dog, it doesn't want to stick around. It wants to leave. It wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
I am concerned that I don't think it would attack any. You never know.
That's
Maybe
the
it would,
truth. You don't know.
because it doesn't like the mailman or the mailman woman. I'll tell you that. My primary concern is that the dog will get out on a busy street in traffic and cause a wreck.
Yeah.
That's my primary concern.
Would you be upset? Okay, if your dog approached your neighbor and the neighbor, like in a menacing, barking, like running right up to him, and the neighbor kicked at the dog, or
No, that would be
Hit the-
completely understand. Listen, humans trump animals. Humans are more important than animals. And I understand that. I also understand my obligation to restrain my dog, and I understand that if a human attacked a human, the human attacking would deserve to get beaten.
but yeah, for
The
some
same,
reason,
and the same is true of a dog. Any animal.
Do I have to wait until the dog actually bites me to then defend myself? Because you know what the people say. I've heard them say it.
Oh, it won't bite.
It won't bite you.
It won't bite.
Oh, that dog won't bite.
Every dog will bite. And you know what? Yeah, the dog won't bite until it does.
Chopper Dave wants to know, was she driving a white van with no windows handing out candy? And then another listener texted us at 225-9697. Is it true after that Yorkie dog bit at Landry, they had to take the dog to check for rabies? No, I'm sorry. I butchered that. I butchered it. Is it true they had to give the dog rabies shots? Doggone it. Doggone it, Landry.
Doggone it.
I messed that up. That was funny, and I messed it up. You know what I am? This.
You're acting.
By the way,
You're acting like a yard bird over there.
how about us having this stuff back?
Oh, that came back too? With that?
That's why we couldn't do. Yeah.
Oh, because
I couldn't
of just,
do this.
Just the sound.
I couldn't play hotkeys.
It was in there. You just couldn't play it.
Yeah, it wouldn't go.
Oh,
But now it is.
crazy, man.
And so now I sit back and I think long thoughts about stuff.
Hey, Landry, you are a big league yard bird, my man.
Oh, I have missed that. That is one of the highlights of my life.
Oh, you just said humans trump animals. There go your show rating. Boy, I heard that. That's the truth, too.
Nathan and Landry will keep talking on the early morning show right after this.
Need a safe, spacious place to store your RV or boat? Check out Bugs RV and Boat Storage in Elk City. Conveniently located at 200 East 20th Street, Bugs offers oversized 15 by 48 foot units with large 14 by 14 foot doors, making it easy to store even the biggest RVs, boats, and trailers. Every unit is fully insulated and includes electricity, providing the protection and convenience your investment deserves year-round. Call 580-243-8612 today. Bugs RV and Boat Storage. Spacious, secure, and ready for your next adventure.
I mean, because when they're in a bind, they're in a bind. You want that company to think of you first. Oh, we need this. Well, call Brock. You call me. We'll get it taken care of. When they call you, they want you to answer the phone. And whether it's Sunday, Saturday, or Monday, they also want customer service. Do what you say you're going to do. You needed a hose like yesterday. We will stop what we're doing. And if we got to go to our Oklahoma City shop and get it, we'll do that. And I've done that for a lot of my customers. If they call me They're expecting me to get whatever task done. To a farmer, a tractor, combine, gets them up and running. He's back in the field, makes some money. Guy in the oil field, their piece of equipment's running again. That makes them money. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. Come by and see us at 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123. 303-1123.
Why wouldn't you?
Are you afraid that if you step away from your phone, you'll miss something? And when you do finally put the phone down, are you focused only on making money to buy that new thing or take that trip or go shopping? The simpler our lives are, the happier we'll be. The less we focus on things and the more we focus on people, the better our lives become. Simplify your life. Less noise from your phone, less time chasing money, more quiet time with your family. You'll be glad you did. Brought to you by Canyon Oilfield Services, where the key word is service.
I'm a dental nerd because I love dentistry. I love what I get to do. I love learning anything more that I can to help serve my patients. And also it helps fulfill me because I enjoy what I'm doing. I love what I do. My favorite part is the chairside interactions with patients and my team. I have an opportunity to do a few artistic things. I love the cosmetic aspects of dentistry. Part of it because I've had other people make me feel like I'm good at it. And who doesn't want to feel good about something if somebody tells you that you're good at it?
I'm Dr. Jamie Cameron, Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics in Weatherford, catty corner to Walgreens. swdentalok.com.
Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics, where we treat you like family and do life-changing dentistry.
If you took advantage of employee pricing, you don't actually have to show up to work at Barbara Dyson Ford. For everyone else, here's the good news for you. The Ford Motor Company has rolled out some of the biggest rebates of the year, paired with low interest rates. Add to that the best prices around. Add to that the most money for your trade-in, and top it all off with a crew that'll take care of you like your family. We call it the Barbara Dyson difference. Deals are heating up with summer savings at Barbara Dyson Ford in Elk City, online at barbaradysonford.net.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. Nathan, Landry, and you. 7:29, a little long in segment one, but you know, when we get into one of these hot topics, our hot takes on hot topics, well, I mean, when your operation runs on equipment, you got to keep the equipment running. Get just about everything your engines need at Camrock. Man, those engines have all those parts, and there's all stuff. They need stuff. Camrock's got it in spades. Buy in bulk at Camrock Supply. It saves you time, and it saves you money. Next to Fred's Steakhouse at Elk City.
Was she driving a white van with no windows, handing out candy?
Oh, Lynn Kimmer. He's talking. I just remembered who he's talking about.
Yes. Chopper Dave, you have done it again, brother.
He ate his something this
knocked
morning.
it out of the park. He ate his Wheaties, what he did.
225-9697 is the text line. If you have a dog, okay, it's your dog, your pet, your beloved pet. Oh, wait, you got something?
Well, I was just...
Oh, wait, wrong one.
I was reminded that Rag and Bone Man,
Yeah?
Luke Combs, and Jelly Roll are all approximately the same person. Or at least they used to be before
Okay,
Luke Combs lost all that weight.
Do they sing about dogs?
No, not Luke Combs, Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll lost
all
the weight.
Yeah. Okay, do they sing about dogs? Here's my question for the listeners. If you have a dog and it's your pet, whether you keep it in the backyard or keep it in the house, if your dog gets out in the neighborhood and it approaches a neighbor or somebody just walking down the street, if it approaches in any kind of a menacing way, maybe growling, barking, getting right up to them, and maybe even start nipping at that sort of thing, if your neighbor or the person walking kicked the dog or tried to hit the dog or hit it with a stick or sprayed it with something, would you be mad at the person who defended himself or herself? Because I am convinced there are many people who would be angry at the person for assaulting their beloved pet. I really believe that.
Having been bitten by a dog, I have decided that if a dog is approaching me menacingly, I'm going to probably have to initiate contact and try to beat that dog into submission.
You know, are we supposed to wait? Are we supposed to wait until we get bitten?
See, again, we shouldn't have to. Humans win, and I have a right to be safe, to not be attacked and not be bitten. And my experience is that if a dog is growling at you and barking at you and approaching you, the dog is preparing to attack you. And, you know, that is one of the nice things about dogs, unlike, say, snakes, is they announce themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They probably can't help it. They growl and they bark. And so you know it's coming. And if you know it's coming, you have to be prepared to defend yourself. So my question to you is, what is better, the stick you can use to beat the dog or the pepper spray?
Landry, the Wild Plum Jam Music Fest is coming up this Friday. When? That's this Friday. We're only Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days away. This Friday, the Wild Plum Jam Music Fest comes to Sayre City Park. Gates open at 5. I believe the music starts at 6 o'clock. Pat Green coming in wave on wave. You remember that guy. Tyler Wilhelm will be there. Casey Donahue, Presley Hale. It's a big show. Last week we had Cowboy Joe Merrick in the room talking to us about this. It's this Friday, Sayre City Park. Tickets in advance are only $35. If you wait, they'll be $40 at the gate, okay? $40 at the gate. Get them in advance on our website for $35. KECOFM.com. KECOFM.com. Later, I got a pair of tickets to give away. I think we'll do that either tomorrow or Thursday. I have a pair of tickets to give away to the Wild Plum Jam Music Festival. So you continue to listen. And then, when you go home Friday night, you go to bed, you set your alarm for about 7 or 7:30 Saturday morning, and then you get up and bring the kids to the KECO Kids Fishing Derby, brought to you in part by Teddy's Glass and Window Tint. Thank you, Teddy's Glass, and thanks to all the other sponsors helping us bring you this deal. It's 8 o'clock Saturday morning at Ackley Park in Elk City, absolutely free. You don't even have to have your own rod and reel. We'll have some. You don't even have to buy your own bait. We'll have some. Thank you, Totally Outdoors. And we've got free T-shirts to the first 100 kids. Free T-shirts to the first 100 kids Saturday morning. You don't have to get registered. You don't have to sign anything, sign up for anything. And here's the deal, Landry. We'll have over 35 specially tagged fish in Ackley Pond. That's what I call it, Ackley Pond. Actually, there are 2 ponds. We'll have over 35 tagged fish. If you catch one of those specially tagged fish, $100. Cash, $100. How about that? We're paying kids to fish. Kids Fishing Derby this Saturday, y'all come. There are only 3 listeners. Give us each a pair. Brilliant! Maybe they should, one of our listeners said, maybe they should just euthanize the dog owner. If a dog gets out and bites somebody, that would sure keep those dogs in. Not the worst idea I've heard. All right, I have to apologize. I said in segment 2 we would play Through the Decades.
Yeah.
We went a little long in segment 1, so we'll do it in segment numero 3. Okay? Segment number 3. By the way, one of our listeners earlier, at 7:17 this morning, one of our listeners texted, "Good morning, enjoy the show, love the trivia games." People love to play games, don't they?
They really do.
They want to be winners. Sure. They want to play along and be winners. They want to be number 1. 25 minutes away from the top of the hour. We got your weather breakdown coming up. We are going to play Through the Decades. Jared will have local news. Landry will be here too.
People call it hay wrap, but the technical term is net wrap. Our net wrap is like the strongest in the industry. It has a 12-month UV stabilizer so it don't break down, and it holds your bells together longer and makes it more worth your money. The cheaper stuff only lasts, I feel, if you wrap it, probably a couple months, and it's going to start breaking down when you try to move your bells. This one lasts a good over a year. Holds it tight. They want to keep their hay good, so it's good for their cows and horses not getting moldy and breaking apart when they're trying to move it and lose half of it down the road. There's like handles that's made on the roll because they're long and they're pretty heavy, but this makes it where you can pick it up and put it in there. It's not so bulky and you have to manhandle it so bad. It's the green and yellow brand colors, and everybody likes that color just because it holds up better and is stronger, and I've had a lot of good feedback from it. People can come get this hay wrap at Camrock Supply, 2111 South Main in Elk City. We're right south of Fred's.
Briley Bacca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
One of my earliest memories was waking up to a box of donuts on the kitchen table. By the time I woke up, Dad had already been at work for hours. He'd come home just long enough to leave breakfast for me, take me to school, and then head right back to the office. Back then, I thought it was all about the donuts. Looking back, I realized it never really was. Dad wasn't just building a business, he was building a reputation. One handshake, one family, one relationship at a time. If you're looking for experienced retirement guidance from a family that spent more than 3 decades earning the trust of people we serve, we'd love the opportunity to earn yours. I'm Briley Bacca with Advanced Financial Strategies. Now the donuts are long gone, but the work ethic that put them on the table is still the foundation of everything that we do. Call us today, 323-6800, or visit our website, retirewithbacca.com.
There are times you're sitting here and you can't help but cry. It's hard. A lot of the families that, they've been married for 75 years and one of the spouses has passed away. That's unimaginable to me, what that would be like. But you listen. I'm interested. I like hearing how they met and what they did on their last anniversary, or, how many kids they have and stuff like that. I think that's cool. I like hearing that. Most of the people that come in here, when they start talking about that person, they start telling stories. And once they start telling stories, the mood lightens, and then they start laughing. Our receptionist in here is always amazed at the number of times people come in and they're kind of standoffish. And before they leave, they're laughing and cutting up and being themselves. I think that's a key. Willis Granite Products. Our website is willisgranite.com.
Generac backup generators are the industry standard, and Carter Electric in Elk City is your authorized Generac dealer. Let's face it, electricity is a highly needed element in our daily lives. It's a proven fact extreme weather impacts electricity providers. So let Carter Electric help you get the properly sized Generac backup generator for your home or business. Plus, they can professionally install it for you. So anytime the power grid goes out, your backup power switches on automatically. And it's fueled by natural gas or propane, so no refueling needed. Carter Electric, 217 West 12th Street in Elk City. Call 225-2447. Your Generac authorized dealer.
Did we get it? 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Let's take a look at your forecast. Sunny skies expected this afternoon. High of about 89 degrees, Landry. High.
That's not bad.
Well, thank you.
For July 14, middle of July, that's not bad.
Thank you for saying that.
I'll take it.
Light east-northeast winds becoming east. That's the worst. That is the worst. Winds will be out of the east-northeast 5 to 10.
Did you say out of the east?
Yeah, east-northeast. That means fish bite the least. I hope that turns around.
Odd.
Tonight, mostly clear, low of 67, and then tomorrow more of the same. Increasing clouds, 89. So 89 today, 89 tomorrow. Right now, it's about 70. It's about 70. Skies mostly clear. Humidity 96%. Wow. Humidity over 90%. Wow. Is it starting to... I had this crazy thought yesterday afternoon when I walked outside and it's warm and muggy, and I'm thinking, are we already getting into that heavy back to school feeling?
That's what it feels like. That, and between that, the heaviness and the cicadas, you hear the cicadas, that's the sound of hot.
Okay,
hot has a sound, and that's it. It's cicadas.
But we're still a month away.
Yes, we are.
It's odd that it would start this soon.
Yeah, in fact, was it the other day? Walked outside, and it was so hot and muggy, heavy. I thought it feels like August and back to school time.
Briley didn't know what his dad was doing. He was a little kid. He just knew when he woke up in the morning there were donuts there. Well, turns out Dad had already been to the office doing work. Then left, got the donuts, brought them to Briley. Briley ate them. Dad took Briley to school. Dad went back to the office, putting in the extra hours. And that's what Briley saw and learned, and that's how they work. They work hard. Staying on top of things, helping their clients. Advanced Financial Strategies in Clinton, the website, retirewithbacca.com. 225-9697. I'm looking at the latest penny news. I'm looking at page 9. There's a 2023 CF Moto four-wheeler. It's a 2023 CF Moto four-wheeler. It's only got about 37 hours on it. $79.50 the asking price. Look at that, page 9. You never know what you're going to find in the penny news, page 9. Also, an Olympian 50-kilowatt generator. That's a big one. Industrial, big generator. Olympian 50-kilowatt generator. It's only got 53 hours on it. Look on page 9 of the penny news. 225-9697 is the text line. Landry, this is going to be so important for our listeners to know our text line because this is how they're going to play the game. And this is how they're going to win the adulation of many. Any truth to what I heard? You're going to interview Kermit the Frog on Wednesday.
I'm only human.
Asking for a friend.
After all, don't put your blame
Have you
on
ever
me.
heard that song that Jelly Roll did about Kermit the Frog? It's crazy.
When The Weeknd sang about how he couldn't feel his face, what was that about? Is that something naughty? Because I don't know what that means. I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
It probably has to do with some sort of altered state, yes.
Really?
Would be my guess.
Can't feel my face.
225-9697. We're going to play Through the Decades. Listen closely. How well do you know your country music? How well do you know your country music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s? 4 decades. I'm going to play clips of 4 songs. I need to know the artist. I mean, we're going to make it hard. Why not? I need the artist and the name of the song. Give me the artist. And some of these are, this first one especially is a little more obscure, and it's from 1971. I need the name of the artist. I need the name of the song. 4 decades. We call it Through the Decades here on KECO. Give us your answers. Which one of these knobs do I push?
My transistor radio comes from far away, and when it's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. I remember all the good times I had a walking in the sand.
All right, that's number 1. Here's number 2. Are you ready for number? That was the 70s, by the way. Here we go with the 1980s.
Walking along, whistling a song, barefoot and fancy free. A big river boat passing us by. She's headed for New Orleans. There she goes, disappearing around a bend.
That is a voice from my childhood. And that is song number 2 from the 1980s, 1981. First song was 71. This song is 81. Song number 3, we're playing Through the Decades.
Bobby played his guitar on the harder side of town, where it's hard for a poor boy to find the money.
Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Not a sandwich.
He had
Poor boy.
dedication.
Absolutely.
He had the heart and soul.
Love a good sandwich.
Somehow knew he was born to play.
All right, that's song number 3 from the early 1990s. And now, song number 4 from the 2000s.
She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9, when her prince pulled up a white pickup truck. Her folks should have seen it coming, it was only just a matter of time. Plenty old enough, and you can't stop love. She stuck a note on the screen door, sorry but I got to go. And that was all she wrote. Her mama's heart was broke.
And that's song number 4. All right, here we go. Send us the answers. 225-9697. Text us the artist and the song title from those 4 songs, from those 4 decades. We call it Through the Decades on 96.5 KECO.
Well, the degree of difficulty increased by a song. In the old days, it was always 3, not 4. Nathan, can we reasonably expect our listeners to know all four?
Oh, my goodness. Somebody already does.
I just remembered her name. I could not remember that last singer's name, and it just popped into my head.
Oh, my word. Esta Pletcher is some kind of musical genius.
Genius savant.
That was amazing.
Extraordinaire.
225-9697. Now, listen. The first song that we played is so obscure, I think.
Nathan sent that to me the other day, and I had never heard of it. I had never heard that song before in my life.
I got to admit, I had heard of it. I had never heard it. I knew a song by that title existed by that guy. I'd never heard the song before. And I've listened to a lot of music.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no doubt.
All right, for the benefit of everyone else, here are those four songs again. First of all, 1971.
My wildest dreams, like cherry blossoms blooming in the mountain in the early spring. As we walked by the river and she softly took hold of my hand.
Nobody sounds like him.
Nobody.
All right.
Well, except maybe Dwight Yoakam.
Nah,
just a little bit.
That was 1971. Here we go with 1981. Let me scoot ahead.
Torn overalls, cane pole and old straw hat, muddy river.
This is for you, Orland.
Just like a long lost friend. River road. You're the childhood dream I grew up on.
Nathan and I are told our grandfather Brewer really liked this singer.
Who didn't? You have to be heartless. That was song number 2, Landry, from the 80s, 1981. Here we go, song number 3.
People said get a real job, support your family.
I'm told that I like this singer by myself. Because I do.
Who wouldn't?
He never said a word. The dreamer just kept on. Someday you can bet your hard-earned dollar.
This is number 3 from the early 1990s, okay?
The road was a struggle. It took him to.
All right, that was number 3. Landry, let's go to number 4. You ready for number 4?
Yes.
Shall we?
Come in here singing soap suds in a bucket.
Now don't you wonder what the preacher's gonna preach about Sunday morning?
Boy, I do.
Nothing quite like this has happened here before. Well, he must have been a looker, smooth talking son of a gun. You're such a grounded girl to just up and run. Of course you can't fence time.
Not a fiddle.
And you can't stop love. Now all the biddies in the beauty shop got some going non-stop, sipping on pink lemonade.
Did you say the Betties?
Biddies. I thought she said biddies.
Oh, it's Betties.
I think it's biddies. 225-9697. Do you know the names of those 4 songs? We're calling it through the decades. The 1970s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. 4 country songs. Do you know who sang them? Do you know the names of the songs?
You looking for the songs or the singers or both? The names of the songs and the singers or both?
Are you listening to me at all?
Well, no.
I'm talking
Why would
over
I
here
listen
and you're
to
not
you?
listening.
Nathan, I'm focused over here on Rag and Bone Man and how he is Luke Combs and Jelly Roll before the weight loss.
Man, Brandon Bowman knew them. And Esta Pletcher knew them. And somebody else got the answer right, but we have no name. And if you tell me your name, 445 something 67. If you send me your name, I will say your name and give you all the adulation you deserve for knowing the answers. This is tough, especially the first song. I'd say songs 2, 3, and 4 are easier because they're better known and more recent.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, I'd say they're probably better known and more recent. That's if you don't know, you don't know.
You got to know your stuff.
Well, if you know, you know.
To know singer.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
And song number 1.
It's through the decades, Landry. 4 songs from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. What's the name of the song and the name of the singer?
And the singing of the birds woke us up at the break of day. Her smiling eyes always seem to try to understand. Over here, she cried when she said she'd been promised to another man. That's when I left my home.
Where's he from?
Transistor radio.
I think he was born in Sherman, Texas. But he went out to California somewhat early. I believe that's right. That was song number 1 from the 70s. Here's song number 2 from the 80s.
Mississippi, carry me home. Now I can see I've been away too long.
All right, that was number 2. Here's number 3.
10 years to the top, but now he's number 1 on the stage and the radio. Still he can't believe how people come from miles around, when it seemed like only yesterday he was safe.
That's number 3 from the 90s. Here we go, early 2000s.
How could 18 years just stop and walk away? Our little ponytail girl growed up to be a woman, now she's gone in a blink of an eye.
Growed up to be a woman. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. You got 2 choices for your big machinery. Either wait till you bust a hose and it's an emergency, or get ahead of things by being supplied ahead of time. Either way, American Hose and Supply is ready to help. American Hose and Supply inside the Camrock building next to Fred's Steakhouse. Or call Bobby, 303-1123. I say again, call Bob Maddox, 303-1123. Jared, give us news.
Good morning, sunny and 72. This is the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Atha. A weekend grass fire at a former marijuana grow operation west of Elk City has renewed concerns about abandoned grow houses across Oklahoma. Beckham County Sheriff Derek Manning says the property had been raided multiple times by the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics and was believed to be abandoned when the fire spread from grass to a trailer and nearby debris. Firefighters closed the roadway for several hours because of concerns about hazardous materials often found at marijuana grow sites. A 500-gallon tank on the property was later determined to contain no hazardous material. Sheriff Manning says thousands of former grow sites remain across Oklahoma, many with chemicals and debris still left behind.
There needs to be some funds spent on cleaning up these grow houses, and just like this one, could have been a serious deal if there were some chemicals that became involved during that fire.
No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. 2 Arizona men were injured Friday night in a crash on Interstate 40 east of Hydro. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says 73-year-old Edward Sweeten of Peoria, Arizona, was driving westbound when, for an unknown reason, his vehicle left the roadway near the 92-mile marker, crashed through a fence, and went down a large embankment into a creek bottom. Sweeten and his passenger were trapped inside and had to be freed by firefighters and EMS crews. Both were injured and taken for treatment. Troopers say both men were wearing seat belts. The cause of the crash remains under investigation by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. And Southwestern Oklahoma State University has named Camargo native Zayden Johnson as the Charlie M. and Olivia Downs Abercrombie Scholar for the 2025-2026 academic school year. Johnson is a junior at SWAZU majoring in early childhood education. The scholarship was established in 2015 by the late Charles Abercrombie and his wife Mary Campbell Abercrombie in memory of Charles' parents. It is awarded to deserving education students from Southwest Oklahoma. The scholarship is managed by the SWAZU Foundation, which supports student scholarships and university programs through private giving. For more information about foundation scholarships, you can visit SWAZUFoundation.com. In state news, a multi-million-dollar settlement has been made. Oklahoma News Network's Rex Oates explains.
State Attorney General Gittner Drummond is announcing an almost $44 million settlement in the state's long-running lawsuit over poultry waste in the Illinois River watershed. This settlement, which still needs court approval, is with all 6 6 companies named in the suit that was filed in 2005. I'm Rex Oates.
These stories and more on our Facebook page and website. Sunny right now in 72. This has been the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Nathan.
Bobby Joe Cudd started with one piece of equipment and one small crew in western Oklahoma back in 1977. Now, the Cudd name is known across the country and around the world. When the bottom fell out of the oil field in the early 1980s, Cudd pushed through and kept going. Cudd is still here, doing more than ever to harness the power of our natural resources and creating jobs for local men and women. Cudd Pressure Control, a good partner for any community to have.
3 minutes away from the top, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Nathan, Landry, and you. About 72-ish, 72 degrees on our way to 89. 89 today, 89 tomorrow. How about that? Humidity, 90%. It's thick out there, Landry. 225-9697 is the text line. I wonder. Of course, I should have known. Landry, the third person to know it. Get it right, all four. Mr. Chad Newton, of course. Of course!
Class of 94.
My man knows his music. So does Esther Pletcher, and so does Brandon Bowman. Are you Landry, are you ready for the should we go ahead and do the are you ready for the big reveal? Man, struggled there,
well,
didn't I?
we're kindly running out of time.
Yeah, I know. Okay, the first song was the hardest.
Comes from far away.
This is Mr. Buck Owens doing a song called Made in Japan.
It's night over here, over there, it's breaking day. I remember all the good times I had walking in the sand. Met the beautiful girl that I met made in Japan.
1971, Made in Japan, Buck Owens. 1981, Charlie Pride, Roll On, Mississippi.
Mississippi, roll on.
Oh, it's a great song. Song number 3 from the 90s.
PT, TCB.
T-Square, baby, Travis Tritt, I'm going to be somebody. And then song number 4 from 2004. Suds in the Bucket, Sarah Evans, the lovely and talented Sarah Evans. I remember on American Idol back in about 2005 or 2006. One of the singers was an aspiring country singer, I think, and did this song. And Simon Cowell, the British guy, was critical, didn't like the song. He said, you come out and sing Soap Suds in the Bucket. Through the decades, 4 decades, and y'all knew a lot of your music. Congratulations, those who knew. And for those who didn't, you know what? We love you anyway, don't we?
Just keep trying.
Fox News Exploring Energy Tradio 10 today and Ag at noon. Backroads with your country music all day. And local news and sports on 96.5 KECO in Elk City. Stay safe, pace yourself, and stay hydrated. And remember, KECO loves you.
A school bus pulling up